Yo, what's going on, guys? For anyone outside the loop, Miles Sonkin is Iggy Samawai's Andrew Tate's hypnotist. As we continue digging through the war room chat logs, and we've gotten to a point where we have specifically, this one right here, Iggy's chat logs. So we're just picking up right where we left off for the most part. Let me go ahead and pull up the old YouTube chat here. I'll put it over here real quick. I want to tell you guys while I do this about the training I've been doing with Chase Hughes' program. I've talked about it pretty much every stream, but sometimes in the beginning, sometimes at the end. And today's let me go and cut that off. Today's really stuck out in particular. Wait, hold on. Chat is disabled for this live stream? Wait, why? Why is chat disabled? That's not right. Wait, what the hell? You see what the Matrix is doing to us, guys? You seeing this? Why would I not be able to have chat? Why is there no chat? SOS. No chat. SOS. This is not right. What the hell? Is there like some restrictions on my account now that I don't know about? This is unusual. Didn't mess with anything. Manage videos. Yeah, I'm streaming right now. Okay, hold on. All right. All right, we got chat. We have chat. Let's go. Let's go. All right, I don't know why it just said chat was disabled for some reason, but minor scare, but we're back. Okay, so we're good. No work, no extra work that I need to do. Lovely. Okay, so I want to tell you guys about the Chase Hughes thing because part of the process of the training that I'm doing, so I'm also like learning stuff about, I guess, like the psychology of confidence, but I'm also in the process of being hypnotized. And for the first 2 weeks, I had to listen to the same recording, the same hypnosis audio, and a few things I noticed, and a few things I kind of did tactically was, well, let me switch it back. A few things I did tactically. So I learned that, and it's kind of intuitive, right? That I would tire my brain by doing the hypnosis session after I worked out. So I'd work out first, and when I laid down, when I'd listen to the tape, my mind would be more at rest to assimilate the information of the hypnosis more readily. So that's the first thing I did. The second thing is actually doing it right before you go to sleep, which is what is taught. You're supposed to do it right before you go to bed. And what happened towards the second week that I've done it now, same recording over and over again, is now I fall asleep listening to it, and basically like my mind's defenses are just completely down. So everything that happens just becomes internalized because of the hypnosis. But This week, we're starting a new one, and there's a few things that were completely different. And the experience overall was, it actually just blew my mind because I don't know if I fell asleep or if I just completely disassociated from the hypnosis. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't remember any part of it at all. I laid down. I noticed immediately that his tone was completely different. Like, he was way more assertive, and his methods of confusion, which is part of guiding someone into hypnotic trance, is you kind of, you'd have to listen to it to understand what I mean by confusion. But he was doing a countdown, but he was interlacing the words like let's say I'm going from number 5 to 1. He'd be like, so we're going to count down from 5, but before we do that, we're going to climb up this tree, and then you're going to move to another spot, and you're going to find the 1 path. Like that. And he was doing that, but like ramped it up a way more than the first 2 weeks. And I don't know what happened, but 20 minutes later, it was over. And I was just like, wait, what? Where'd the past like half hour go? Like, I don't know if I fell asleep or if I disassociated. It was freaky, to say the least. It was freaky. So that's over with now. Here I am. The training is going well, though, I'd say. Going well. It's interesting. We're sitting here studying this hypnotist man. And I was hypnotized myself today. And I honestly never thought I would ever reach that level. But the more sessions you do of hypnosis, the deeper into the trance you get. And today was, man, I don't know if I fell asleep or if I just completely was like out of it from the hypnosis, which is why trust is a big part of that process. But all right, that was me earlier today. Here I am. Here we are. Hello. How's everyone doing? Let's go ahead and get some digging now. Chilled Spaceman, how are you doing, my man? All right, so picking up where we left off, we kind of just touched on this screenshot. So lots to dig through here. Now, I've been wanting to try to pick up the pace to try to dig a little bit faster. But what I've noticed is every detail matters with these people. Every single detail matters. The words they capitalize, the words that they pick, and it's so easy to just overlook something super important by trying to go too fast. So, here we go, from the top. Saying questions in confidence or even forcing yourself to ever higher levels doesn't begin to capture the scope of the mindset or frame shift guys here must face. If you work security at a high-end club, high-end nightclub, high-end bar, there's no forcing yourself to even higher levels when it comes to talking naturally with tens. No, it's just a matter of talking to your normal coworkers and our customers. That's what I meant. I'm trying to understand what this even means. A lot of the time, you know, we don't have the context. It's in reply to this message, but what message is this coming from? Nonetheless, I don't really think there's really anything of note in this message, so let's continue. Dropping bombs again. You give great content on the weekends about girls in game, maybe all the time, but noticing I've now cut and paste for the second week in a row to a Word document. Of course. Israel, what's up, man? We're ready to reach 2 a.m. Yeah, let's see how far we can get tonight. Maybe I'm wrong about the conversation. I should just watch and listen. Should change to I think. You're fine, G. It's merely my getting guys clear on the task facing them when it comes to getting 9s and 10s. The PhD presupposes the guy is comfortable and adept at keeping cool, funny, interesting, intrigue-laced conversation flowing with a hot girl. So that's a baseline skill you need to have, is just the comfort. For many guys here, that's clearly not the case. By Andrew's own timeline, guys have until age 25 to get their PhD game tight. So for all your younger G's here who don't feel comfortable with their mouthpiece when it comes to talking with hot girls in a totally casual and G manner, I would strongly recommend they get work in a high-end strip club, nightclub, bar, any other industry where they rub elbows hourly with smoking hot women. Wow, that's actually really good advice. That's awesome. That's actually really good advice. Generally speaking, this would be akin to exposure therapy, that if you have some type of fear, limiting belief, lack of confidence, discomfort with something, just putting yourself in the environment, kind of like the dog that I showed you guys, Cesar Millan clip, where he was training that dog to be comfortable. You just expose the dog to the discomfort. It learns that there's nothing to be afraid of, and then it begins to dissipate. Yeah, pretty solid advice, Israel, right? You'll always be limited by two interrelated factors: how much access you have to hot girls, how much G energy you can generate within the context of interacting with hot girls. He's not talking about 5, 6, 7s, or 8s, y'all. If you're bad at sales, go sell. Word up, G. Word up. I don't know if I told you before, Israel, but my background, I wouldn't say my background is in sales, but I did sell mortgages for 2 years. That was my first job out of college. And I only did it because I needed to, like, for myself, I thought it'd be good for my personal development. Before that, I was a bartender and I served tables. I didn't want to do that either. But I was like, I got to get out there in front of people. It's like a life skill, you know? So solid advice. If you want to get better with people too, you just got to put yourself near people. All right. Now we can see again here the theme of the war room heavily leaning into the spirit of Emery. Thanks to Gigi, a wise and stern position as always. Implementing the Tate Senior legacy into his son's war room logo is a great honor. Yep. The pick is small though, so prompt combo before bedtime. Comments. This is a prompt combo before bedtime. This is a small though. The pick is small though. This is a prompt combo for bedtime. I'm wondering, is this related to the other message over here? No, it's not. So it seems that there's something missing here, and this is a prompt combo before bedtime. And the only reason I'm kind of like stuck on this right now is the realization of being sleepy and being tired, allowing, when you're tired, your brain allows information to enter the subconscious more readily, so you're more susceptible to influence. So I'm wondering if this statement, this is a prompt combo before bedtime, is seeking advice from Iggy about something, one of the spells that he's casting before bedtime, you know? Ooh, an AI prompt. Potentially, yeah. Potentially. Yeah. That's the thing, man. If we just had the raw data, we wouldn't have to make guesses. We wouldn't have to guess. Moving on. All right, so Iggy goes, yes, I saw that. He is not with the PhD, though. He has not read The Rational Male. We cannot fault him for the situation he is in. He's simply ignorant. Literal meaning lacks knowledge, not lacking intelligence. We can fix ignorance. Can't fix stupid, though. That shit's forever. Ha ha! Zinger! Zinger by the wizard. I'm new to the war room. Iggy's very active on here, and before I start actioning advice, I try to find out if they're full of bullshit or the real deal. No disrespect. None taken. Most of my spells, ooh, spooky Halloween, get cast in the PhD room these days. It's a language thing. We gotta find those spells, man. It's unfortunate that I don't think any of this. I don't want to lose my position, but I don't think any of these images. Yeah, man. I don't think any of the leaks so far, like, at all between the two big ones, I don't think any of them include the PhD room, which is a huge, huge miss. That would be absolutely massive to have leaks from inside the PhD room. Let me just get back to my original position before we continue to dig on this one. Did I miss it? There we go. Can you guys can't see it on the side here. But look at this. Control F for Iggy. There's barely any. And then once we get to this section, it's just full of Iggy stuff. Full on Iggy. And that's where we're at right now. All right. Let's keep digging. I have the phd.il. Be listening to your soothsaying. IL. This is an audio file, correct? Yeah, we really need those 20 gigabytes. It seems that all 20 are from Just a Great Hall, which is so unfortunate, man. Because I've only heard rumors about what was in the PhD room, and apparently they were posting straight pornography in there. Maybe that's why we don't see any of it, but yeah, I think that's where the true sauce is. I mean, this is already incriminating and bad enough, but can you imagine what's actually in the PhD room? Like, God. All right, so I'm at your service. Master of Wudon's War Room. All right. Scroll this over a little bit. Recap of my last 24 hours for those without PhD. My girl got my name tatted on a rib cage, her first tattoo. Had a blue-pilled, I assume, old high school mate try to tell me to be nice to women. Meanwhile, his girlfriend has a mental health cat. Yikes. Went out with him and his fraternity brothers. They watched as I sent my girl out to bring us home another girl. Gave them all a big wave goodbye as I walked to my Uber with 2 girls on my arm ready to fuck. PhD power. Damn, I mean, whew, that is a flex, man. That's a pretty big flex. Chilling with the boys and, you know, their girls are having mental health breakdowns and your girls picking up girls for you. Pure juice. Sauce. Yeah, no added sugar, baby. Fuck 3 approaches so far. The hottest one I had the best chance, read it all over and still fucked it up. Icky's great vision of, thought she was interesting. Works as a visual, but not for that one. All right, hold on a second. There's something to dissect here. The hottest one I had the best chance, read it all over and still fucked it up. I think he's saying he's the one that fucked it up, even though he was able to read her. But now we're Iggy's great vision of ... thought she was interesting ... works as a visual, but not for that one. I don't get it. Iggy's great vision of ... thought she was interesting ... What could that possibly mean? We'll have to come back to that one. Good thing is I didn't fuck it up too bad and have another shot if I see her again. Transition and closing needs work. Note to keep confidence up. The hot one was the nervous one. Yeah. I gleaned that when he said he was able to read it, but he fucked it up, which the only conclusion would be nerves. I can see why Blank talked about being in the right mood. No excuses, no time off, though. All right. Look at this behemoth text we have here from Iggy. Oh, whoa. Reference to female sexual slavery frames. All right, guys. Buckle up. The beauty of the war room is it constantly gives me a springboard to present material, and it's all based on what you guys request for your needs as they arise. The curse of the war room is it constantly gives me a springboard to present material, and it's all based on what you guys request for your needs as they arise, despite any one member's particular level of skill, aptitude, background, experience. I could print up in a heartbeat all the female sexual slavery frames for everyone here in the war room. But what I do when guys try them, and they don't hook because the guy used them at the wrong time, with the wrong voice tone, with the wrong woman. All this could have been avoided had the G previously read STR-SMTT. Screw the roses, send me the thorns. That's the book that we saw on the title stream was Female Sexual Slavery Frames ? And we had those 5 levels of psychological conditioning from normal playful relationship to slave master relationship. That's the book. So he's referring to that book in the Female Sexual Slavery Frames. And you know, the disgusting thing about this is the fact that, like, they don't even try to sugarcoat it at all. They literally are saying sexual slavery. Straight up, black and white. No fucking question marks about it. God. Or studied the rational male, or fully digested mode 1, or seriously followed rule 2 of Tristan Tarono's book. Use lube. Okay, so sidebar real quick, guys. Sidebar. I want to dig into what this is exactly. So mode 1, I assume, is a book. And this is the first reference to this book, I believe. We could start a war room reading list just based on everything we're seeing here. So apparently this is what we're looking at. Let the women know what you're really thinking. Do women generally categorize you as a nice guy? Do they really now? Okay, let me ask you. Is that nice guy tag helping you improve your social life, love life, or sex life? 99% chance, I doubt it. Many women say they want a nice guy, but realistically don't believe the hype. Women want a man who stimulates them intellectually, emotionally, sexually. The number one non-physical characteristic that enhances your sex appeal with women is fearless, sense of self-confidence, self-assuredness, as well as straightforward honesty. Okay, so mode 1 behavior. Okay. To distinguish the difference between genuine, non-manipulative women and more phony, manipulative, duplicitous type women. I love that word, duplicitous. Rejection by women is not your number one enemy. Subjective criticisms or opinionated insults are not your number one enemy. Wasting time and money pursuing women. Very much in line with the war room doctrine, I should say. Okay. Now, that was sidebar number 1. Sidebar number 2. I believe this Tristan Taormino. Whoa. Guys. This is a clear violation of war room code. You're telling me you're taking the advice of a woman with purple hair? Brothers, this is unacceptable. Oh, she wrote the ultimate guide to anal sex. Ah, okay. Now, what is this about? Rule number 2 is use lube. All right, so when I looked at the ultimate guide to anal sex for women book, I didn't find anything necessarily female sexual slavery-esque. But I think the general idea is that if you're applying force and causing pain, to use lube. When you think about the BDSM relationship, right? The slave master, dominant, submissive, from the screw the thorns, send me the roses, whatever. That they are inflicting pain on the woman, but in a sexual context. So that as the relationship develops, they can inflict pain outside of the relationship and establish dominance over the woman. She's the author. Yeah, dude. The name was Tristan the whole time, so I thought it was a dude. Had no idea. The posts from Andrew are brilliant in their dazzling magic. But it's only with previously studying the books recommended that you can get underneath all the razzle-snazzle amazing sorcery and find the structure. Always remember, Andrew is a high-level chess player. Can we, I would have believed this yesterday, but having that entire thing debunked, Jenny's not here today, but we looked at that video talking about the lies of Andrew Tate, and the whole time I thought dude actually won the junior state chess championship, but apparently that's just completely false. And me and Andrew aren't too far away in chess rating on like chess.com or whatever. So truthfully, does that make me high level? I'm only 1500. That's not like crazy. I mean, I'm all right. I'm pretty good. I'm not crazy though. I remember she isn't the only female author of the books in the Survival Scrolls. There's Master Esther Valor too. Brilliant books. Yeah, I remember they were referencing that Esther woman. Um, yeah, they were talking about Esther in the context of persuasion and neurolinguistic programming too. Israel, do you remember which book exactly they referenced from Esther? We can dig into that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the hell is this? Look at this sentence. My skill is design engineering. I create and build cyborgs. That's trifling. That's just absolutely trifling. And this actually reminds me of a clip that I want to show you guys. Ah, no transcript? No way. Since when? Since when? No transcript? Do I already have it open or something? Oh, I do. Okay. Wait. Oh, that's so annoying. There actually isn't a transcript for this video? Since when, dude? All right, so in this one, I don't even feel like finding it, but he literally says, I want all women should be robots. 2 coffees. That really, reading this sentence, I create and build cyborgs, adds a lot of fucking vitriolic insight into that statement that all women are robots. You will save years of frustration by reading what's posted up here in the war room, but you will save decades by reading the recommended books and what's posted up here in the war room. All right. Here's just a snippet for whatever reason. I can see that he's supported by really excellent people, Iggy, and must have others in the background. Just amazes me how much great stuff is coming on a daily basis. Wow, Crabman. Wow. Thank you for that one. We really needed that one. Wow. Oh shit. Iggy talking about vanishing girls is the best method for a slut that cheats on you. Did that unintentionally. I wonder if you could set up a camera, mic, and earpiece. Send me in with them and repeat whatever Iggy says and we post on YouTube. I've been thrown to selling his own brand of cigars these days. Tristan and Andrew can comment. Iggy, you have serious knowledge. I want to download your brain. Pinging Elon Musk. Oh, The Manipulated Man was her book? Pure red pill, even though it don't exist when she written it. Wow. So I want to see The Manipulated Man. I remember that one. Suddenly new tabs do not want to open. I just want to see what year this was written. A lot of these ideas are very intuitive, but it gets packaged into red pill and then becomes dismissed. So 1971, she wrote this book. Is that women are not oppressed by men, but rather control men to their advantage. Written in German. Wow. You have to be quite insightful as a woman. Men have been trained and conditioned by women, not unlike the way Pavlov conditioned his dogs into becoming their slaves. As compensation for their labors, men are given periodic use of women's vaginas. Huh. Pretty interesting book. Pretty interesting book. Oh, here's another book, of course. Assertiveness training. When I say no, I feel guilty. It's actually quite common for girls to feel this way. It's kind of sad. Working with a war room soldier on getting and keeping him out of the clutches of manipulative, lying, cheating, hoe girlfriend. I mean, like, the thing for me, man, is like, I'm sure like a lot of you guys know this. I feel like it's common when you're like a teenager where girls don't know how to handle the social pressure. Like when a guy, teenagers, right? When a guy's like applying pressure to get something sexual out of the girl and then they fold. Like I'm sure you guys hear stories like that just from like your schools. Like growing up, I heard stories like that all the time. And it made me so sad to hear those stories because I'm like, man, if you could just find the inner strength, you know? I feel like I felt it too because I don't know if I explained this before, but like I'm the youngest of five siblings. So I was always the one getting beaten up. I was always the one getting jumped and fucking forced into submission, essentially. So I always understood from like, I guess the female perspective, what it feels like to feel the social dominance of other men, being the youngest brother. I had three older brothers, right? And not being able to manifest the will and strength to say no and push back. So it's why like I can really empathize with women who feel guilty when they say no or feel like spiritually unable to defend themselves from the social pressure. Those stories always make me so sad to hear. But let's continue. Working with a war room soldier on getting and keeping him out of the clutches of a manipulative, lying, cheating hoe girlfriend. This book I add to the required reading list with TRM volumes 1 through 3 and Mode 1 volumes 1 through 3 and the 9 Laws by Ivan Throne. When I Say No, I Feel Guilty is the WIS. Has easy to use effective techniques to get control of your life and protect you from manipulative people around you. Highest recommendation is the equivalent of C4 for the PhD. Started reading it 2 weeks ago. Lots of fluff in there, to be honest, but has some good points. Because who among us doesn't have manipulative women in their lives? Watch it. Let's check this video out. Let's see what this is, this YouTube link. This is always fun because you never know what you're going to get. Zero XO. Of course, video's not available anymore, guys. Rip. Rip, rip, rip. All right, so someone says, joining PhD today. You're in for a wild ride, G. And as we know, probably some pornography. Be sure to ask Tristan to add you to the PhD room. Send him your order number. Looking forward to it, will do. My game needs some serious modification. Seem to have lost my mojo. How far are you into the survival scrolls? Where can I find them? Ooh, buddy. That was not it. Clearly, he did not last. Deleted account. He did not make it. Where can I find them? Oh, yikes. He got the boot. I know he was not happy about that. What specifically do you mean by totally mode 1? Do you mean graphic sex talk prior to first smash? Here we're hearing this again because they were discussing earlier. There's like they set up a timeline, right? And there's like first smash, spells casted, first date, whatever. And what does this have to do with mode 1? Do you mean graphic sex talk prior to first smash? Is that a good or a bad? I'm actually curious. I don't like graphic sex talk. I'd rather innuendo. Innuendo is my go-to. I actually did some innuendo today, which was funny. Told her I was interested in sex as the conversation progressed and I continued to get responses and IOI, LOL, and IOI? What the fuck is that supposed to be? It kind of looks like a dude with his hands up. I escalated the sexual talk. I was waiting to go in for the men's league and she asked what school I went to, so the initial start was very benign. It ended with her thinking about my bedroom. I have a chance to see her again, so didn't keep going for the number. Asked her for it, kept her smiling and thinking. I don't know when to cut the attention with her and when to keep pushing, but that is a balance that may come from experience. For our purposes, within the context of the PhD, we're not talking sex until we're inside the first smash. Can it be done? Sure. It can be done. Is it ideal? No. Why not? Because it basically paints us as the same as every other sex-obsessed guy she's met ever since she turned 12. Facts. Goddamn if that ain't facts, y'all. Woo! This is actually a major key. It ended with her thinking about my bedroom. You essentially you kind of just want to plant subtle ideas in their head. It's kind of like the whole innuendo thing. And I'll give you an example, which is one that is very easy to understand. And I did this when I served tables. If anyone's worked in a restaurant before, it's basically a hotbed for hookups. It's ridiculous. But one of the ones that I did that I always use as an example was a girl came in with a banana for breakfast. And I was like, oh, I see you're thinking about me this morning. You reach for the cylindrical object to put in your mouth, right? Bananas. Bananas. Easy, just free. Because it's not directly saying, oh yeah, the banana's my dick, haha. But it implies it, and they have to connect the dots, and then they paint that picture in their head. I don't paint it in their head, they paint it themselves. Major key. Major key alert. Major key alert. All right. Where am I at? PHG is playing a long game. She pays us. So we save the hardcore sex talk for first smash to install the sexual slavery frames. Let's read that again. We save the hardcore sex talk for first smash to install the sexual slavery frames. So they saying they do that during. You know, when I first said dicknosis in my second video exposing the war room, I was kind of making a joke. Like, I didn't think this was like the core of the strategy that they're implementing. With this girl, you've removed all the mystery and made yourself a foregone conclusion. He wants to fuck me. Oh, what a surprise. I never suspected that. True. And it's like, genius. We are getting, there's sauce in here. Definitely some sauce in here, but like, slaves, man, it's crazy. So now you've gotten value of the war room. What should I do now that I'm here? I was certainly attracted to the networking aspect of it all. Would like to take advantage of this to the fullest. Engage in conversation, business, your network, blah, blah, blah. Realize you're in a group with no other, the 1%. Don't be afraid. The more abrasive videos and conversation are for this, the war room. Do not rat on your fellow soldiers. Big one, honor system within this bro code. Amazing people discovered through Twitter. There's Damian Proslandis. Been reading his stuff for a while now, so no bullshit on the millionaire's part, I see. Oh yeah, that's the drop shipping guy that we Googled him yesterday. All right, last piece here. Iggy, can I ask for some advice? I have a Gamma employee that I'm about to let go. I don't have enough work to have him just do what he's actually good at. He does damage outside of that. Was thinking about laying him off so he can collect unemployment and 1099 him on work he brings me. Should I just shit can him instead? Problem is some customers have his number as he was our support guy in his area. Want to minimize the damage. Damn, I'd actually want to hear the response to that. Because I'm trying to understand, what the hell is a Gamma employee? What does that mean? Any insight of that? What could a Gamma employee possibly be? Gamma Secret Kings? I feel like no, but you never know with these guys, right? All right, so here I have Dylan Madden. Now, does Dylan Madden do the copyright room? All right, I'm pulling up Dylan Madden's info. Because I know he's been in some interviews with the Tates before. Won't make it to the event, G's, but we will all meet. As you've seen in previous voice notes, I'm destroying my former way of thinking and living. Andrew's Iron Mind course flipped the switch in my head, and Iggy G has opened my eyes to the same things. What they've got planned for you is going to be life-changing beyond what you can imagine. Come there with an open mind, and you will walk out a changed person. More War Room events are coming. Now, remember, anytime they go to these War Room events, the ones that are sanctioned by the War Room itself, where Iggy is present, they go through hypnosis, and they're talking about changes in perception, walking out a changed person. It's like transparent indoctrination in a way. Very transparent indoctrination that's happening. This is sauce, G. Absolutely, Israel, absolutely. Before you thank me, understand this, though, G's. You must have your PhD in order before you go chasing after your money. Otherwise, the women in your life will fuck up your shit big time. Notice the statement here. Before you go chasing after your money. Not even like using the verbiage to imply that it's their money and they're taking it. It's like before you even go and take the money, exploit the women, it's already your money. It's your money. You just have to go and take it. Wait, I just connected a fucking dot. It's, they say it. They literally say it in their War Room promos. Which one is it though? They say making money is easy. You just take it from somebody. Oh shit, there was an emergency meeting. Emergency meeting 19 hours ago. God damn it. Missed that one. All right. Here's the question. I do want to find that clip just to demonstrate what I mean. Because, like, neurolinguistic programming is all about language choice. And this was a very conscious language choice by Iggy here. You go chasing after your money. You must have your PhD before you go chasing after your money, implying that the money that you are exploiting from these women is yours to be taking. Right? Linguistic choices. Is it this one?
This trick will save you thousands of dollars on high energy bills. Alarmed by gas shortages and high energy. This trick will save you thousands of dollars on.
I don't know what's up with these like double ads that keep happening.
Shortages and high energy.
All right, this actually looks like it. I think I got it. I think I got it first try. Let's see.
After I joined the War Room, that was the year.
This is it.
$100,000.
1 year ago, I did not even have a business. I didn't make money. Now I make 5 figures every month.
If I didn't join the War Room,
Well, hold on. Since we're here, we might as well try to like look at the details. I don't think I've ever tried to look at the details.
After I joined the War Room, that was the year I made $100,000.
1 year ago.
This is from another promo video. The mountain that they climbed, the Iron Shadows video, that is.
I did not even have a business. I didn't make money. Now
I've seen that dude before.
make 5 figures every month.
if I didn't join the War,
Why is it going so fast? I'm trying to pause it.
Now I make 5 figures every month.
There's Andrew.
if I didn't join the War Room, I would be nowhere near where I am.
Iggy and Andrew. This guy seems to be separated from the pack as well. I don't have an ID on this man, but it seems like he is part of their circle. Notice, this is called proximity. This is another like nonverbal indication. These guys are sitting close to each other, right? And this guy's just a little bit off to the side, but not like too far away. But you can see the distance. Proximity.
Today.
A lot of people had a bad time in college. I was not one of them. And I credit a lot of that to being in the war room.
That's one of the things that I'm learning in the war room. There are multiple ways to make money, and
Just between those two students alone, I saved them $500,000.
Making money is easy. You just take it from somebody.
Literally, you can change your life in
There it was. Making money is easy. Just take it from somebody. Is that a snake tattoo that I detect?
a year.
And when he talked about building a place,
Making money is easy. You just take it from somebody. You go chasing after your money. Boom, boom, boom. Dots connected. Gamma is one of that social spectrum. Alpha, beta, delta, gamma, sigma. Yeah, I thought that as well, but what does that even mean, though? Like, what is a gamma? I don't know what a gamma is. Is Iggy the mastermind behind the war room? For the most part, yeah. It seems that Iggy's skill set, my theory is that Iggy's skill set, actually, as we've been reading this more and more, my theory is beginning to expand. I think that Andrew and Iggy had their own things going on. Andrew was able to get women on webcam, but was inefficient. He's able to make money, but he wasn't able to manipulate them to a severe enough degree. And then I think Iggy was able to manipulate them, but didn't know how to monetize it. So when they met, they combined together, essentially. And Iggy also taught Andrew how to be his public persona, how to manipulate basically the whole fucking world, right? So I think they are a united front. But if we take their timeline, so the official timeline is that they met in 2019. This is not confirmed or denied. It is essentially like the first war room meeting, like real life meeting, happened in 2019. So they must have met a little bit before that. But when we look at the secret society business card, that dates all the way back in 2016, 2017. So they had ambitions to establish some type of organization and some type of network. That ambition was already there. So maybe that wasn't necessarily Iggy's idea, but maybe turning it into a cult was Iggy's idea. I wouldn't say Iggy is necessarily the mastermind, but Iggy is literally a key piece in the entire thing. Tate keeps saying you cannot make money, you can only take money. It's cool to see now that this sentence has a totally new meaning. Yup. You got it, Israel. They probably made a killing during the Ukraine war, picking up on desperate girls fleeing the melee. Yeah, and, you know, it's sad to hear, like, even to think about that, because I know Tristan had mentioned picking up people at the border, and to think that they potentially got trafficked is fucking awful. It's like you're leaving a war zone to get human trafficked, you know? Gamma, maybe it's like a worker ant. Good insight, Israel. Good insight. It seems like, yeah, that he's just like a worker ant type dude. Kind of fits. All right. Excuse me. Let's continue. Andrew teaches that a G gets his women handled by the time he's 25 so he can focus on making his wealth and riches by the time he's in his mid-30s. Get your house in order and get that house in the correct order. This is the first principle. Appreciate you reiterating this, Iggy. Muscle, bonds with women, people, money. That's the order. First you get the power, then you get the women, then you get the money. Remember, Scarface poster. Except Scarface posters in a different order. Clarification. That makes sense. I understand. Need a foundation first. Take the lead and make it happen. This is honestly, this right here, this sentence can literally fix millions of men's perception on dating and trying to dating women. You're the man. Take the lead, make it happen. Literally, that's it. Just that sentence is enough. Take the lead, make it happen. So many people just don't get that. The only reason the LA meet happened was because somebody took the initiative and made it happen. Absolutely. Maybe we could date this, but I'm pretty sure the LA meet was May 2019, so probably not even necessary. But at least we know now that this is post 2019, or post the first LA meetup. It was Iggy G. I helped out with logistics. We're looking at concepts and dates locations for an East Coast meetup. Everyone should be looking for opportunities to meet with fellow Gs. All right. So a little bit of sauce. Nice, some sweet sauce. Sweet, sweet sauce. Okay, so which one was that? I think we already did this one. We did this one. Pretty sure we did this one. Yep, we did that one. Okay, so we just did this one. So let's go here next. Look at that big wall. That's going to be something, right? All right, so let's pop this open. New tab. Wait. Make it big first. New tab. Now we're good. Here we go. Here we go. Iggy says, geez, are you straight or gay? I am straight, Ski Getta Johnson. I am straight. I like women. A lot. What is life worth living for, if not beautiful women? What can I say? What can I say? It's one identity, the Bruce Wayne, the Britt Reed, the Oliver Queen. Or if you're into stacking identities, the Lamont Cranston, the Christopher Sin. Who the hell are these people? Bruce Wayne's Batman, right? Now, I know I'm just being very particular about details here, but let me just understand. So apparently Britt Reed is a football coach. Where does he fit in with all this? What does this guy have to do with anything? Drunk driving. What does this have to do with anything? Who the hell is this? Is there, like, maybe wife? I don't know. This happened in 2023, so that can't be it. Maybe there's a book? It's got to be a different Britt Reed. It actually doesn't make any sense at all that it's like some random ass football coach, right? All right, so let's try Oliver Queen. Who's this? This is how we get into the mind. Okay, so these are all fictional people now. So Britt Reed's a fictional character. Bruce Wayne, Oliver Queen. I'm not too like sharp on this type of stuff, guys. So if you guys are familiar with Britt Reed, I'm not sure. Lamont Cranston. We're just trying to get into the mind of an Iggy Samawise. When I started dancing, I sucked. Girls would run from me. A few dances a night, I'd get rejected from that point on. No problem. I started dancing more, but never at the same venue. New audiences each time. Constant repetitions. May you fail many times, Iggy said once, and I followed it to the letter. It paid off. Nice. Got it. Thank you, Crabman, for highlighting that. It's actually good advice. Once again, we get good advice. There can be a column called Iggy's Whipping Post, where in each issue, Iggy chooses the war room member most in need of special help to receive a harsh verbal lashing, both for their own good and as an example to everyone else. It's both a curse and a blessing. I remember Iggy has a thing where he talks about like using his scythe to cut people out of the war room. Is it too far-fetched to say that Iggy's knowledge go as far as creating sleeper cells? MK Ultra, sort of. Now, I think based on his curiosity, I don't think it's outside of the realm of possibilities, but I don't see like any mention of that yet. We haven't seen any mention of anything like that. But his skill set and his curiosity and his knowledge and how far he's pushing this would indicate to me that it's not outside the realm of possibilities. And when I made that sleeper cell joke in that video, I wasn't necessarily saying like there are going to be sleeper cells. What I was saying was, in the event, like let's say something does happen, what is their contingency plan? There's most likely going to be a contingency plan for in the event that Andrew Tate is... What's that word that they use? Logs off. If they log off Andrew Tate, I don't know. Delete them. That's it is. Delete them. If they delete Andrew Tate, that's what I'm looking for. Britt Reed was the alter ego of the Green Hornet. Okay. So this probably goes back to the Iron Mind course. One of the foundational things of the Iron Mind course is to create your own villain. And your own villain is supposed to be the ideal self. And everyone has their own version of the ideal self. It is the construction of your future self in your mind that you wish to be. So they'll take that person that everyone has, spin it into a villain, and then force them to compete with that person. And that's supposed to motivate you. It's also a visualization exercise as well. I'm very grateful for everything you're teaching us here, Iggy G. Muscle and love. Hell, I'd just double all my prices just to make sure I wasn't interfering with Andrew's business model. And as always, Iggy delivers. Okay, I'll have to look for my way to add value. And then only apply my skills in a room where members had already purchased one of Andrew's related products, because I'd want to make sure the war room wasn't taking money out of his pocket, that my business wasn't taking money out of my host's pocket. Hold on a second. Wait. Am I reading this right? And then only apply my skills in a room where members had already purchased one of Andrew's related products. I'd want to make sure the war room wasn't taking money out of his pocket. My business wasn't taking money out of my host's pockets. Those are my values. Wait, does this literally say? Am I tripping, guys? Does this literally say the war room isn't taking money out of Andrew's pocket? My business, Iggy's saying my business, the war room, isn't taking money out of my host's pocket. Hold on a second, guys. Wait a second. Crabman didn't highlight this. Crabman, explain yourself. Explain yourself, Crabman. Why didn't you highlight this piece? Does this not say? This literally, it fucking says. I want to make sure the war room wasn't taking money out of his pocket. That my business wasn't taking money out of my host's pockets. Guys, this literally says that he owns the war room. It says it right here. We have it. Iggy owns the war room. It says it right fucking here. Holy shit. Holy shit, guys. Hold on a second. Please, somebody. I'm not tripping, am I? Hold on a fucking second, y'all. Hold on a fucking second. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Somebody, please. Hold on, I'm pulling up Discord. I gotta put this in the Discord real quick. Yeah, bro. How was this missed? This is crazy. I only apply my skills in a room where members had already purchased one of Andrew's related products, because I'd want to make sure the war room wasn't taking money out of his pocket. That my business wasn't taking money out of my host's pocket. Bro, it says it right there. I gotta put some little alarms on this. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Hold on. By host, he means Andrew is hosting him. Yeah. Andrew is hosting him. I want to make sure the war room wasn't taking money out of his pocket. That my business wasn't taking money out of my host's pockets. That Andrew enables this entire thing to even exist. And that he doesn't want to take money out of his webcam business. That's how I'm interpreting this. There's really not much additional context, John, besides what we're seeing right here. Hell, I just double all my prices just to make sure I wasn't interfering with Andrew's business model. and then only apply my skills in a room where members had already purchased one of Andrew's related products. Because I want to make sure the war room wasn't taking money out of his pocket. That my business wasn't taking money out of my host. Ah, shit. Shit. Ah, I think we jumped the gun, boys. I think we jumped the gun. I thought we had the smoking gun for a second, y'all. Damn it. Ah, I thought we had it. Ah, damn. There is some context missing. I just double on my price, just make sure I wasn't interfering with Andrew's business model, then only apply my skills in a room where members had already purchased one of Andrew's related products. I want to make sure the war room wasn't taking money out of his pocket. Ah, dude, wait. But why is it worded this way? I'd want to make sure the war room wasn't taking money out of his pockets. My business wasn't taking money out of my host's pockets. He doesn't want to take money away from people buying his course instead of Andrew's. All right, hold on. Let me revise this. And let me post this in my Discord with the additional context. This is something that needs to be put to the side and analyzed further. Yeah, let's not jump the gun. Let's not jump the gun. This is certainly something. So I've saved this on the side. And I'm getting some discussion going on this. This is interesting though. I want to make sure the war room wasn't taking money out of his pocket. My business wasn't taking money out of my host's pocket. Interesting. Because I would think in a certain context, instead of I'd want to make sure the war room wasn't taking money out of his pocket. If he is like positioning himself, saying this from the frame of reference as a member, not one of the generals, I would think he would say, because I'd want to make sure my cam operation wasn't taking money out of his pocket, that my business wasn't taking money out of my host's pockets. Instead of saying, I'd want to make sure the war room wasn't taking money out of his pocket. The word choice right here, I'd want to make sure the war room wasn't taking money out of his pocket. And that what he teaches everyone to essentially extract money through camming, which would then become competition for him. Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking about it way too much. I put it on to the side, so we can come back to that. But, man, dude. I thought it was there, dude. I thought we had it. Holy shit, I thought we had it. That's crazy. All right, let's move on. Geez, I second that. Iggy's offers of wisdom multiply dramatically in more advanced rooms. Don't miss them. Attention, 8 Ball. How about a free Iggy seminar on Friday afternoon prior to the Atlanta War Room Summit? Hell yeah. Nope, I've got to wash my hair. I'm considering a spells and personal magnetism seminar. What do the G's all think? Personal magnetism, huh? Interesting. All right, Iggy goes, I know it's irrelevant and annoying to others, so it won't happen again. My concern is what it does to you, my brother. Let it go. You're now in the war room. We've got you covered. Bring your A game. Show us your best. Thanks for breaking my balls. I deserved it. Stack paper, create capability. Not have to deal with shitty situations. You have so much value to bring here. Do it. Money solves problems. Okay. All right, so we have a new face here, ladies and gentlemen. Camillo GP is a name that I have not seen yet. I'm unfamiliar with. What could... It's kind of difficult because it seems to be like maybe some type of handle. And the only thing I'm getting is Mr. Mustache here. So not sure about who this guy is. But let's continue. For the guys starting out, a year ago, I may have been able to make it. Now I find myself in a position where I don't have to struggle financially anymore. Far from wealthy, but I've been able to do well enough that I can now fly from South America to meet the G's. As Iggy G coined the War Room motto, make it real. And then Dylan Madden, looking forward to welcoming you, Camillo, and yes, make it real. Nothing else matters. So they only censor people's names when they're not public figures. So this Camillo GP person has to be a public figure. But I'm unaware of who this person is, unfortunately. All right, there's plenty of forums and online spaces where there's a lot of mental masturbation about politics and drama. I've got to give props to Iggy G for keeping us focused on what we're here for, to get that bread. Get laid, strive to build lives worth living. Deleted account says, retweet. With all due respect, I never signed the War Room to find wingmen for clubs. Summit is a learning experience. Cigars and learning with G's over any pussy. Fuck you guys growing up faster than I'd expected. Crying emoji. Or crying gif. Alright, so this entire part is highlighted, so... Why is this suddenly so zoomed in? You think it's the same person, T-Mac? That mustache guy and Camillo GP here are the same person? Oh, wait, hold on. No, yo, wait, it might... Yo, that's crazy. Because he's Colombian, and that's South America. Wow. Wow. So that could be the same person. Mr. Mustache. Holy hell. So you say claims to be Christian? What do you mean by claims to be Christian? You think he's faking it? Is he a fraud? Well, we know what the War Room's all about, and it's defrauding people, right? So that it fits. If the shoe fits, right? If the shoe fits. With all due respect, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's, all right, here we go. Back to, that's why. This one in particular is super zoomed in. That's why we zoomed out. All right. Happy I found the Big G, Andrew, and the PhD, and Iggy G before the Manosphere or Red Pill. That shit is weird. Ivan is the most legit G of that group. The idea that they would take a cheap shot at him is pathetic. Can't wait to meet him in Atlanta. All right, so now here's the big message we've all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. This message was intended as a PM for Iggy G, but he decided to share. Wanted to share my appreciation for you, Iggy G, for providing us here in the War Room with invaluable knowledge. I just read the 5 love languages in an intense session during flight transit. It's actually a really good book. I made mistakes in the past and mistakes have been done upon me. It is interesting how blind one can be to reality. When your emotional tanks are running on empty, your entire being is off. That's what people will subconsciously perceive. I've had a strong imbalance. I had no idea exactly what was happening. Now I got hints on how to fix it. Your XXXX, it's not redacted, it's just X's for some reason. PhD currency in girl world is worth nothing if it is not understood on the other side and not genuine. Without a proper emotional balance, the secret scrolls lose much of their power. It's one reason why authenticity, and correctly reading people is so powerful. Correctly reading people. Well, there's the theme there, right? The value in the halls of the War Room is tremendous. Best bang for buck in upgrading your mental firmware. If you truly want to be combat ready, You can't have your psyche in shambles. Shameless plug. If you want to weaponize yourself beyond the mere physical, join the elite room and let the master of spells and shadows bestow greatness upon you. So, membership into the elite room requires you to go to one of these war room summits where Iggy hypnotizes you. And by that point, you're already bought in. So you're just going to let it happen. The big question mark here is, what is XXXXX? PhD currency in girl world is worth nothing if it is not understood on the other side and not genuine. What is that supposed to mean? Jeez. All right. Before I met Grandmaster Iggy in Los Angeles many months ago, he messaged me he was bringing his wife. Okay, here we go. Remember how we talked about the spirit of the dragon? And how she plays an integral role in this whole thing? My first thought was, sigh. Sad that we probably can't speak guy stuff openly. I've never been more wrong in my entire life. The thought was so ridiculous I still laugh at it. That one dinner opened my eyes to a possibility I never even knew existed. I know many old school alphas who keep their women in check, but I'd never met a pimp at Iggy's level. The spirit of the dragon looks forward to seeing you again in Romania, my friend. So the theory, our current theory right now, is that the spirit of the dragon attends these war room events and plays an integral role as one of the people that teaches how to integrate these bottom bitches, right? Oh, here we go. Hypnosis and LP. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. No way. Look at this, guys. Iggy, do you mind asking me who your mentor is? I'm into the hypnosis and NLP world, getting started anyway, and find it all so fascinating. I was trained in hypnosis and NLP DHE by Richard Bandler. I derive my skill set directly from the original seed. Hot damn, that's top-notch pedigree. I've also been trained and trained beside his most accomplished students, trainers, partners, and acolytes. John Laval, Will McDonald, Charles Faulkner, Steve and Connie Ray Andreas, Robert Diltz, Anna Russo, Leslie Cameron Bandler, and Tony Robbins. Wow, guys. Big revelation there. He claims to have been trained directly under Bandler. Look at that. Look at that. Boom. Let's get that in the fucking Discord, baby. Now, DHE, I need to figure out what that means. Design, human engineering. Absolutely massive. So here's a really shitty website about design, human engineering. Design human engineering contains basic skills of NLP, submodalities, anchoring, language, but the entire direction is different. NLP was mostly therapeutic and remedial, let's go fix a problem. Whereas DHE is more what we're doing now and into the future, more generative in nature. It's about building tools inside your mind as opposed to solving a problem. It's about taking things that you want to do and do them even better, or things you want to do and be able to do them really well. This is the baseline. It's a whole brain-body approach to doing anything you want to do better. Another distinction is NLP was sequential in terms of eliciting information, but design human engineering is pretty much simultaneous elicitation, which most people don't understand because they have not gone deep enough into trance yet. Timelines are only one component. So there's more of a self-development focus of DHE. DHE is about doing things inside to get results outside. NLP starts with self-focus and then shifts on to others and an awareness of them for information gathering. Design human engineering is more about what you can do for yourself so you can function better, do things more elegantly, and be more creative, as opposed to fixing someone else's problems. Really interesting thing about Richard Bandler is that he was a mathematician and a computer programmer and a musician. So he really took that analytical approach to trying to solve human interaction. He knows how language works and how programming works and how mathematics works. So he figured out how to put these together. That's why early on Richard was much more able to do things than explain them. He was much better at doing them than explaining things. He can zap a formula through his mind and say something in a story kind of format, affect a change, which is why he's good at what he is at. He is as good as he is at what he does. Wow. Sheesh. Okay, so there's I think design human engineering is kind of where Chase Hughes branched off of NLP and started doing a lot of his work. It's so fascinating to see the development. Like we start with Sigmund Freud, who came up with the idea of the unconscious and popularized that. Then we have NLP, which tries to speak to the unconscious and the study of one of the most successful therapists of all time, Milton Erickson, to arrive at where they're at. And now where we are at today with human engineering and some of the crazy shit that's happening with mind programming right now, leveraging hypnosis and stuff. Yep, insane revelation here, Spaceman. Insane revelation. Jeez. Him being involved with others too are important because they all added something to NLP, especially Tony Robbins. That man is huge. Interesting to see Leslie Bandler, so must be his daughter, right? I can't say I'm too familiar with the rest of these names, but I have them on a screenshot here on the side, so we can start doing some digging on that a little bit later. Yeah, Richard Bandler wrote The Structure of Magic. That's the OG, man. So anytime we see the original seed, we understand he's referring to Bandler. Wow. Ooh, revelations, revelations, revelations. All right, let's keep moving. This is why I respect Iggy so damn much. He sees what I see and feels what I feel and has a way of saying it. My favorite pick in Germany, we say. Honor to whom honor is due. For those that haven't taken a look yet, Persuasion Engineering is an amazing read. If you want to understand how Iggy is so persuasive, this is a good start. Persuasion Engineering, yep. Bandler's books. Iggy is the guy to ask, an expert on the hypnosis and persuasion front. We're blessed to have someone with this particular skill set because it's quite rare. Before I joined the War Room, I was always learning from him on Twitter about it all. Same with Scott Adams. He studied that too. I mean, he's not moving like this, but some insight. My friend of mine is a hypnotist. He was teaching me things to apply to my tonality when speaking. I'm going to get there in my training too. He has before only been long distance for a couple weeks, but yeah, you're right. Google is your friend. However, learning directly from Iggy will have lasting effects. I've experienced him hypnotize 50 people at once. Quite possible. Crowd hypnosis. Yep. True. It pisses me off. Thanks for the lesson, Iggy. Very bad move. I won't be that dumb the next time. Kids soak up what's happening like sponges. With men, it's not what our fathers say, it's what they do that impacts us. Treat him like he's capable and he will rise to the occasion. Correct, says Tate. He will use his will to rise. Children can will anything into existence. Their powers of imagination are at their strongest. Channel it, focus it, force frame it to serve him, and it will remain strong throughout his life. It's probably what the Emery did. Dilts made sleight of mouth. Was that one of the names that was over here on the side? The magic of conversational belief change. Robert Dilts. Language is one of the key representational systems from which we build our mental models of the world and has a tremendous influence upon how we perceive and respond to the world around us. And there we go, Sigmund Freud. Words and magic were in the beginning, one and the same thing. The right words at the right time can be uplifting. For some reason, it's not letting me load it up. This looks like another great book, right? Major developer and expert in the field of neurolinguistic programming. Guys, it frustrates me. How many people sit here and say that it's bullshit? Makes me want to fight them. Get in the cage! I've never been in a cage in my life. I'm just, I'm peacocking. I'm posturing, as Chase Hughes would say. All right, let's continue. Let's get practical here, G's. Bend, twist, shape reality as we are here in the war room to fuck the bullshit going on outside these walls. Use the alcohol sparingly in our interactions with women. I agree with that. You don't want to have a crutch, that's for sure. Date them in ways and set up logistics so she's dripping wet for us. Wow. They do not spare the imagery. Shouldn't need it. Done properly, she's all ready to go right out of the gate. Now, I agree with that. If you need to get a woman drunk, you just have weak game, buddy. Make sure we are the ones putting up all the last-minute resistance. Why are you here? What do you want? What's this? Have her ripping our clothes off and begging us to fuck her is our goal. An honorable goal, I must say. But then, how it goes from there is questionable. Let's continue. Wow, so this is where the sauce is, as it turns out. The Iggy files, man. We're getting some good juice out of here. As Iggy said, focus on gathering wealth instead because it's as much more productive. We can all think of ways you can enjoy that wealth right now. Okay. All right, so this anonymous person says, I love that. Perhaps it's a good time to ask your opinion on how do you allow those around you to follow their own path of fuck-ups and mistakes even when you feel a need to help them? Talking about close friends. I often feel arrogant pushing my opinions on them as if I know best. I think deep down that they need to follow their own paths, and I don't want to annoy them by pestering them. That's my trail of thought on the idea. I'm curious if you have any input. Iggy says, get new friends. They're lost and they're pulling you down. If you had a different class of friends, you'd all be soaring right now. Imagine having all those guys here together in the war room, then taking everything you learn in here and applying it in your real world all together as a team. But they'll never come in here because they're not bred for it. Their DNA is worm DNA. Nothing wrong with that at all. Not their fault. Got to tag the toe, close your drawer, charge them to the game. Got to walk on. I really don't like that ideology that, you know, it's all in your DNA. Limiting belief. You must believe you are capable. You cannot limit yourself on this genealogical limiting belief. It makes more sense than anything. I guess I didn't like thinking of it myself because it seems mean. But logic is a driver here, not emotion. No time to waste. All right, here we go. They're talking about the War Room Summit. Let's see. The Atlanta Summit was my first one, and I still have trouble getting proper sleep at night as my vision is too big. Sadly, I can't attend the Romania Summit, but I can assure you, meeting with the Tates, with the Iggy G, all the other Gs, simply ... changes you. The winds of Wudan are real, and they're here to fly you away. Ah, yes, Iggy stressed to us to stay focused on the purpose and the mission. So powerful, man. Men will always look to the light, the fire, the bright lights. The wicked know how to use that against us to distract, to deflect, to delay. Men of purpose stick to the mission. We grind it out. Muscle, cherries, money. This, in order, saves men, their spirit, their feelings, their money. We want you all to find ways to meet up in real life. An honorable goal. Like, honestly, everything they do is really cool. Until you get to the fucking slavery, man. Like, why they gotta go and ruin it? Rules don't change, as the Tates say. The right by conquest is the oldest and most precedent right of the history and is recognized across species. I would suggest worrying about people you know are trying to help you and are successful and feels that you want to be successful in it in their opinions. Like for me, if Iggy says I'm fucking up in something, that affects me because he's succeeding in areas I want to succeed in and is saying not to fuck with me, but to help me. This guy is just trying to marginalize you, so why care? It's an interesting thing about how, like, the person is more important than the message, you know? Like, these people all look up to Iggy. And without that, he wouldn't have this mysterious aura about him that they love to talk about. And they also wouldn't internalize the things that he says. I've tried to evolve my mindset here after several deserved backhanders from Iggy. Jesus. This stuff is really interesting, and God knows I've harped on it enough, but it's only worth examining from the perspective of what lessons we can get from it. Until I join the enlightened disciples of the Bavarian Illuminati, what happens to a scumbag like Epstein is only useful to me for just keeping up with events. What? Enlightened disciples of the Bavarian Illuminati. What the hell is that? I've never heard that in my life. Enlightened disciples of the Bavarian Illuminati. I'm getting no hits on Google, so this must be like, this must be this dude's own like woo-woo fantasy. Oh, okay, hold on. So apparently the Illuminati started in Bavaria. Oh, that makes a little bit more sense. All right, so he's saying like Epstein circle, all that, that's all Illuminati. Okay. I digress. Let's continue. Reminded to smash a beer glass into the face of anyone who approaches me with offer like his. In that sense, it's worth discussing because forewarned is forearmed. Until the longed for the day when we can burn those witches building an alternative. What the hell is this guy even talking? Why would he even clip this, bro? This is so irrelevant and useless. About sleight of mouth, this dude, Mind Titans here on YouTube, speaks on NLP and showed how Tate uses his sleight of mouth patterns to frame issues back to the Matrix narrative in his brand. Ooh, that's an interesting watch. Wow, it's crazy. I've watched this guy's video.
Then he's just a low-value dude. That's the reality of the game. The reality of the game is if the guy has choices, he's going to consider those choices.
I'm already at the top echelon of man. And when you're at the top echelon of man, it's a very, very calculated process.
There's a whole bunch of men in the world who understands my value. And if men grow up to be like me, you're going to have a whole bunch of people with no criminal record, dedicated athletes, who protect and provide for the people close
Oh, hold on. No criminal record. Slow your roll.
to them, are fantastic for the economy.
Well, some people have more influence in the world than others, that's one thing for sure. Now, just because somebody has a lot of influence, does that mean you should always trust them? That is what we are going to study in this video. Over the last year, Andrew Tate, better known as the Cobra Tate, has been becoming more popular by spreading messages to young guys around the idea that the government is trying to emasculate you as well as feminists, and that women should stay at their place. Well, okay, there are some some good things I think to take from Andrew Tate's ideology, and some things that I think are really toxic and dangerous. I will keep some of my opinion for myself and just study what is important to notice here about him. What is very interesting from a mindset and communication perspective is that he's so great. Andrew Tate is so great at manipulating his image through the way he is conducting his interviews and how he's choosing and picking his interviews also, I think. And he's spreading that image.
I remember this graphic here. I remember this video because I remember this graphic and I was like, what in the fuck? This is so much detail. But yeah, it seems to me that this guy knows his stuff. It's unfortunate, you know. 142 videos, only 887 subscribers. I mean, you can tell that like interest in this topic is like, it's crazy because it's like nobody is interested really in learning it, but when it's used against you or used on you, it generates so much interest. And it's kind of like, well, hold on, if you're so good, how come you don't have a larger audience, right? That's kind of the question, right? That's the way I think about it. I don't sit here and everyone here should know I am in training. I am but a young Padawan, okay? But I'm transparent. I'm not over here trying to sell courses or nothing. Like, where I'm trying to learn and develop with you guys. We're on the boat together, y'all. Let's go. We're setting sail. All right. So yeah, that guy's cool. Cool dude. All right. Now, let's hope Crabman didn't just drop another load of shit for us to read just because the name Iggy is inside of it, right? Since joining the War Room, I've noticed an increase in my productivity and focus at work. Took strong note of Iggy's advice. Ended up talking about 110% raise with a business owner, which I receive. Different companies. All right, yep, of course. More bullshit. Skipping through it. Get my ass by Iggy on a weekly basis in the PhD chat. So much stuff that's not worth reading. Yep, nothing worth reading here. These are all just like testimonials, really. These are all like guys' testimonials. Talking about improving body language. I've been a lone wolf, practicing chess. 2 War Room meetups, Iggy on Skype, PhD. Craigslist flipping. More gigs on Fiverr. All right. All right. Yep, this one had just a bunch of testimonials, nothing really saucy. Is that all this is going to be now? Yeah, we just looked at this one. We looked at this one. All right, let's see what's going on here. Here we have Mr. Bobby Dino again, 2019. Dude, it's crazy to think that there is so many more layers than what we're currently seeing. The stuff the guys are studying with Iggy in the elite room know too. The PhD room, the elite room, like we're in the baseline, man. We're at the bottom of the barrel right now. This isn't even the sauce. As much as we think we have the sauce right now, this isn't even the sauce. That's the craziest part. Doesn't seem like something Tate would do. Threatening and getting emotional seems like the wrong approach. Bro, that's... They talk about it like, what would Jesus do, you know? What would Tate do? I'm surprised we don't see WWTD. What would Tate do? How many girls do you have on cam, G? 0, but does that matter? I raise a point because I find myself doing the same thing at times. I feel like there's a better, more efficient way. We're here for self-improvement, right? The war room is a cult of manly men who smoke cigars and brag. A few days ago, Iggy G said some genius shit. Pimping mindset has to be used in every scenario with women, not only for camming. This is Joe Lampton, you know, the woman abuser, the guy who takes videos of the women's that he bruises and films it for everyone to see because he thinks that's cool and makes them all powerful. That shit's fucking despicable, bro. Hitting women's a fucking line for me, dog. Not cool. Collect myself. All right. That's how I start my studio. A girl with rich parents helped me. I was dead broke. Mom, English teacher, earning like $400, and dad, unemployed. I've never thought of having a job, so I used their money from 17 to 21 until I started making money. Knowing how to make women like you is crucial. The skill can be used in every industry scenario. Necessary evil. Can't play it fair with them bitches. Reality's too harsh. They don't reward honesty and familiarity. They reward cruelty and drama. Wouldn't you think that's a limiting belief? They don't reward honesty and familiarity. Did other rooms' chat logs get leaked as well? Nah, John, unfortunately, all we got from the leaks are the great room or like the mess hall. So it's the general chat. Basically, this is a basic chat that any new member can just hop into. The elite room is where people who go to the real life events get access. I don't know if you have to pay money to get into the elite room, but the PhD room, you have to buy the course to get into there. The webcam room, buy the course, you get into there. That's where the real juice is. Man, I can't imagine like how much further they're pushing this shit just based on like what we see here. Just blatantly saying they're setting up slavery frames and shit. Like they don't even try to hide it. All right. Every war room member with daughters should be devoutly studying the queen of the game, Meghan Markle. She's the Kevin Federline of the 2020s. Meghan Markle is the woman who married the, who's the dude? Prince Harry. Now, what this message is actually saying when you think about it, every war room member with daughters should be devoutly studying. And the reason why I'm so interested in this point specifically is that I've always wondered, when these guys have daughters, like, what are they trying to do with their daughters, right? And the queen of the game, Meghan Markle. So essentially, they want their daughters to marry royal families and exploit them. It seems like that's what's happening. Like, Meghan Markle just whips Prince Harry around, right? That's how it works. I don't know, like, all the details, but that's my impression of the whole thing. So there's some insight into how they plan to manage their daughters. So what did Kevin Federline do? Is that Britney Spears? Yep. Kevin Federline. After Britney Spears accused her sons of being hateful because her child support is almost over, Kevin Federline is moving them to Hawaii. Oh, that's the father? Kevin gets $20K a month in child support. God! 2018, it demands an increase. Yeah. Extracting resources from other people is like the foundation, all in all. Why did no one inside ever really question or report this stuff for years? Are they all too hypnotized? Bro, like, for real. I guess once they got too big, that's when they realized maybe it's fear. fear is probably a big part of this space, man. Like, you saw what happened to that Colty dude, right? Colty, bruh, on Twitter. They straight up like sent war room people to his house. And I mean, I had the air tag on my car. Like, these people, when they join the war room, they have to sign these NDAs, and they threaten litigation if you break them. So that's probably why. But then again, it's like they're just screenshots from a chat log. How trackable could this possibly be? Who knows? But probably the juice. You don't get that juice until you reach higher levels. And at that point, you've already been hypnotized by Iggy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, this is an insightful message here. So now we understand, what do the war room members plan to do with their daughters? Use them to exploit men. Excuse me. Harsh, harsh, harsh. What plants the seeds of envy? I've not experienced it in many years, not since I was young and really dumb. In my experience, comparing myself with others, actually, I kind of want to screenshot this. All right. G Mindset watched it today. All right, let's check into this. Let's check up this YouTube link here. ABQ, VFQ. Ah, dude, none of these videos are ever available, bro. I wonder if they're Tate speeches. All right, it's different when you use the fire and water to create a steam engine to propel one forward towards one's amazing and well-filled future. All right. Great to hear that. All right. I'd like to extend my gratitude to Iggy. I'm taking the scrolls seriously. I don't think most members read them. Yes, lots of knowledge just sitting there. Tragic. All right. Not much going on there. Not much for us in that one. Crabman, this collection, kinda ass, buddy. I said brother and buddy. Bruddy. Kinda ass, buddy. Did they expand on the point on how they use PhD on everyone? They're using PhD in that groupthink tactics on the whole operation. Yeah. So that was somewhere. I wonder if there's more to Iggy and the Richard Bandler connection. Yeah. Like, I want to know how they met or under what circumstances. Well, actually, hold on a second. No, because Richard Bandler started in LA too. Richard Bandler. There was a murder trial. So let's find this story. LA Times, Santa Cruz. Co-founder of a psychotherapeutic discipline called neurolinguistic programming is found innocent of shooting a prostitute to death. Yeah, for you guys who don't know about Bandler, I think the story goes he was driving his friend home one night and his friend had Richard Bandler's gun and killed the prostitute and then was trying to fucking pin it on his friend. But yeah, Bandler was in California. That's where NLP was developed, was California. And where does Iggy reside? Los Angeles. So it's all making sense. But John, to your question, we did speak about that yesterday. Pinpointing exactly where that was, is going to be difficult. But he speaks about how the PhD is more than just for women. It's one of these. It's one of the ones we covered yesterday. Sorry, man. Where were we? Early on, Iggy Samawise was an excellent meetup guy who helped people in Tate's War Room gather together in real life. It allowed him to add another layer of perceived legitimacy to his so-called teachings. Have you thought about making TikTok shorts of your stream for parts where you connect the dots from these leaks? You are the only person deep diving into great analysis skills that has viral potential. So TikTok is not a possibility. TikTok is not a possibility. You can't talk about Andrew Tate at all on TikTok. You'll get your shit removed. I remember I tried posting on TikTok some of my Tate revelations and it all got removed. But that is something that I've thought about. Of course, I've thought about like how can I turn what I'm doing into shorts so I can expand it? How can I chop up these streams and do more with it? It's something that I'm a one-man show. It's basically what it boils down to, because I have a job. I work 8 hours a day, and then I come home. Well, I don't come home. Actually, I go to the gym, and then I do this. I stream, and then I do my own training with neurolinguistic programming, and then I do cardio at night because I'm cutting, trying to get my six-pack back. You know what I'm saying? So really, weekdays, I have absolutely zero time. My days are full to the brim, dude. To the fucking brim. So, yeah, I don't know. You want to help me out? None? You want to help me with that? That'd be cool. I'm open to help. Who wants to help? We got it. I am starting like chopping the pieces up. The biggest audience for this type of stuff, though, is on Twitter. So if anything, that's the spot. That'd be the spot. I think we were down here. All right. Yep, we're right here. Holy hell, look at this monstrosity of a message. Wow. All right, so much to get into right here. Holy shit. You know, honestly, none. I kind of do this for my own enjoyment, for my own morbid curiosity. I don't really see this angle really going anywhere as far as like virality and trying to monetize it. I am mainly focused on developing my skill set and also training my own body so I can leverage that in the future. That's my plan, at least for right now, as far as social media is concerned. But let's continue. I'm also like, it's just practice for me. I've gotten a lot better at being able to think about and create logical sequences of statements in real life, like at work, without having to like pause and think. And like, I'm just faster. I can think on my feet a lot better just from coming on here every day. And I'm diminishing the anxiety of being on the stand, so to speak. So I do this for curiosity. I do this for personal development. I don't really see myself building any type of empire, social media with this. So that's that. Working on my own skills to get there at one point. But this is what we're doing. Back to the scrolls. Andrew has given me the thumbs up for G's who want to do the War Room meetup in the LA first week of May. Flex, 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 flex. Of course, all War Room guys are invited to join us in Los Angeles in early May. Andrew wants us getting together in real life whenever possible to accelerate our growth. Wise G is coming out here. It would be wise to have the Rational Male volumes 1 through 3, Mode 1, 1 through 3, read and under their belts to be up to speed for any deep data Andrew authorizes me to drop on you. Huh. Deep data. Deep data. Andrew authorizes me. So, yeah, it looks like what we see here, an indication that Iggy is taking orders from Andrew, which doesn't really surprise us, right? Not much of a surprise. For sure, bro. What's your Instagram? I mostly edit music videos and actually listen to your streams while I edit. You definitely got potential to be big, in my opinion. Thanks, bro. That's what's up. Instagram, type it in the chat. Dakota Wesley. There you go. I think all the books you have found are a source of wealth all men dream of. You know, it'd be great as if I could just download them straight to my brain. We need that. They need to invent that. Jenny girl, what's your religion? How you doing, Jenny? Nice to see you again. My religion. Tough question. So I'm a Native American. I can actually show you. You may not be able to see this. This is always fun for me to just whip this out. Oh, I gotta drop this down a second. That's my tribe card. It's my tribe card. Have you ever met a man that can literally pull out a race card? I can. So, just very briefly, my religion. So, if you're familiar with what happened to the Native Americans, they were basically whitewashed. So, whatever religion my ancestors held is just completely gone. And it makes me upset to see that my grandparents have held on to these beliefs that were basically forced upon them. So, growing up, my parents were exhausted. I'm the youngest of 5, so they never really cared to push religion on us or teach us anything. And I was a super skeptic. As you can tell, like, I'm over here questioning everything about these dudes. Always been a skeptical dude. Always tried to question things and piece things together. So organized religion never really rang any bells for me. And my parents were very open to me questioning religion. So all in all, I say God is the fire that beats my heart. That's what it is. That's what it is. All right. Back to business. Of course, all War Room guys are invited to join us in the Los Angeles early May. Yup. All right, we saw that. Looks like between May 2nd and May 5th, there's enough guys who might think about making it an event of some kind. Dinner at LA's best steakhouse. If enough guys want to gather for Friday night, want to stick around for more, perhaps the Master of Wudon will give us a thumbs up to put together a PhD seminar or some such event. I'm in. Maybe I'll bring the Spirit of the Dragon along on her leash. God damn, brother. LOL, just pictured your hot Asian wife with a black leash being led around. Iggy, these perverted images at night. Time to focus on finishing mode 1. Who says that? Seriously, who says that, dude? It'd be cool when you're at 1,000 subs and get super chats. I always have problems sending them, but people will. And if you get $100 in super chats streams, honestly, that's still good. Shit. If I stream every day, $100 every day in super chats, bro, that takes care of business right there. Shit. Jenny girl got me thinking now. Woo! That'll get me by. I'm a very low maintenance dude. Okay, very low maintenance. So this actually got me thinking here because let me pull up something to show you guys. I know I brought it up a few times. Something strange happened to my PC when I had to, I wouldn't say I got hacked, but when when it got corrupted, like my hard drive corrupted. I can be your sugar mama. Oh my god. Jenny. Jenny, no, not the sugar mama. I mean, yes, but no. I mean, yes, but no. That's awesome. That's hilarious. I mean, yes, but no. Ah, here it is. This is what I was looking for. So this is the first meeting that they're talking about right here. There's Jonathan, the money pilot. Luke is there. Interesting. We've seen this guy. We've seen this guy, and of course, the man and woman themselves. Spirit of the dragon. Who can ID this restaurant here? Too fancy for me. This is dessert, clearly. Yeah. And this is before, also note, this is before Iggy was like doing his whole wizard thing. Like, he's dressed pretty chill right here. $5 at a time. I feel like a stripper. I feel like a stripper over here. All right. Let's get the ball rolling. Okay, so here's another new phase. Mode 1 Liquid. Someone going to the live event should interview Iggy at the gathering. Let's analyze this real quick, because we keep seeing this Mode 1 and it's a book, right? Why would someone come in and name themselves Mode 1 Liquid? Alan Roger Curry is the author of this book. Ungroup. Get that out of here. Oh, this guy's a YouTube channel? Not necessarily. Mode 1 forever. Instagram's always slow. Huh. Seems that this gets pushed a lot. Mode 1 gets pushed a lot. Oh, damn, he passed away last year? Wow, at 59. Shit. Damn. Yeah, Mode 1. All right. When news from the LA War Room Steakhouse dinner comes back that it was unreal, how quickly do you think we'll be able to organize a weekend-long event seminar on female sexual slavery, PhD advanced material, and get 20+ guys to come into LA? Like, does this not, like, raise alarms for anyone? Like, if I pulled up to this chat and I read female sexual slavery, I would be going, wait, hold on, what the fuck are we doing here, guys? What is this? What did I join? Iggy's the original Tate stan. Oh my god, the cage. It's probably in California. Really? You mean Los Angeles, California? Wonder what Luke's involvement is, or just along for the ride since he's family. So Luke he does sales. I don't know what type of sales he does, but I know he does some type of sales. He probably manages the sales teams that, like, if we go to cobratate.com right now, these are all sales people. Oh, you can't even see. Will you take the advice we give seriously? I'm a teenager. How good are you at getting money? Hold on a second. That's us. All right, let's see what happens. Can you guys even see this? It's hard to deny the charges when terms like female sexual slavery frames are coming up in their chat logs. Yeah. How can you sit here and say they're not up to no good, bro? You literally spell it out in black and white. I don't think they're coming, guys. I don't think they're coming. But yeah, these are salespeople. Their job is to sell you the products. But what they like to do is make you feel like, oh, you're not good enough. What do they call it? Splintering. They splinter. We see that when he was trying to sell AJ. You remember when you remember the NBA throat goat? That should be it.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Fresh Fit Podcast After Hours Edition. We're joined.
Hot. She was working. She was like, "Oh my god, those mojitos look so good." And she was like, "You know what? I'm gonna go buy her a drink because she's like hot and tired."
You're a good person.
I'm here to put on a show.
Okay. Right?
Cool.
That was right.
Assalamu alaikum, bitches.
Australia $50. Maya is bringing her A game for tape, but does she mean it?
Listen,
All right, I need to find the timestamp. I'm just going to let this run.
I'm gonna say one thing. It's not just to impress him. This is how I truly am. So I mean, if he fucks with it, he fucks with it. But this is just how I am.
Well,
Real
He's
deal.
proposing tonight.
Real
Bro,
deal.
I'm gonna start charging these girls for matchmaking them, bro.
For real?
Seriously, I need $1,000 per girl I set up with Andrew. Okay, Phil, $50. I bet half these girls been to Dubai. Anyone been here? Been to Dubai?
Not yet. I do have a hole there though that plays basketball, and I'm trying to
Oh, it's actually right here. That's funny.
go so.
Okay, so let's make a deal.
So
let's make
beautiful.
a deal. No, let's make a deal, man. I want to make this. Let's make this deal.
What?
I will fly you first class to Dubai. All you have to do is.
Bro, I'll fly myself. I'm waiting on my passport. It's not about the money.
No. I have real money. Anyway, and I'll fly you first class to Dubai.
Fine. Do
And-
it then.
Okay.
Puss boy,
And all
do
you
it.
all you have to do is everything I say, and I guarantee you leave with more money than you've ever seen in your time.
I can't do everything anyone says ever. That's why I just do my own thing.
Just to establish what's happening right here, he's trying to sell her on the idea of him basically pimping her out to millionaires in Dubai.
I'd rather pay my own way and do what the fuck I want while I'm there. Than
You'd rather.
I don't like guys flying me out because then they expect me to hang out with them the whole time. No, bitch. I'm literally gonna do.
Why
what the fuck
would
I
you?
wanna do.
And this is a genuine question.
city girl mentality.
No, this is a genuine question, please. A genuine question. Why?
I always thought this was interesting, right? So he kind of pauses right there, and he's about to say please, but he doesn't. He's about to say please.
Would you? And this is a genuine question.
City girl mentality.
No, this is a genuine question, please. A genuine question.
Almost says please.
Why would you suck dick for free?
Because I love doing it. What the fuck? I don't like. What the fuck? I love sucking dick. Why would
Yeah,
I?
but you have no future. You have no future with these men. So why not at least get paid for it, right?
I am getting paid for it on fucking OnlyFans. I don't need them to pay me. I make way more than they could ever give me. Like
Get paid
off OnlyFans.
They get paid twice.
Boom. There you go.
I mean, like no. Like I don't want to be like.
Oh, you
a
don't want to be.
prostitute.
You don't want to be. Oh, you don't want to be seen as slutty.
And I'm not saying.
I get it. No, she doesn't.
No,
Guys, she doesn't want to be seen as slutty.
All right, see the tactic that he's doing here is she's rejecting the attempt to close her, and Andrew Tate's response is to try to make her feel bad. Oh, you want to be a slut? She's a slut. She doesn't want to be seen as slutty, guys. She's not a hoe, guys. So, I think it's the Indian-looking girl from the another episode. Yeah, the one that he. Which episode is it? If I saw like the lineup, I think I'd be able to identify. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, Jenny Girl, where he claims to have slept with one of the girls. There's another thing that I want to analyze here. As part of the training with Chase Hughes, he talks a lot about blink rate, and when she says I like sucking dick, I think I noticed an increase in the blinks, and I just want to go ahead and double check that.
That's why I just do my own thing. I'd rather pay my own way and do what the fuck I want while I'm there.
You'd rather.
I don't like guys flying me out because then they expect me to hang out with them the whole time. No, bitch. I'm literally gonna do.
Why
what the fuck
would
I wanna
you?
do.
And this is a genuine question.
City girl mentality.
No, it's a genuine question, please. A genuine question.
Yes.
Why would you suck dick for free?
Because I love doing it. What the fuck? I don't like. What the fuck? I love sucking dick. Why would
Yeah,
I?
but you have no future. You have no future with these men. So why not at least get paid for it, right?
I am getting paid for it on fucking OnlyFans. I don't need them to pay me. I make way.
I didn't notice anything when she said something, but when Andrew Tate said something, she started to blink a little bit faster. But that's probably nothing. I'm just trying to, like, you know, practice a little bit there. But all right. Yeah, the Indian girl. Not sure about the Indian girl. If I look at the thumbnails, I should be able to find it. Not her. Not her. Not her. Oh, definitely not her. Oh God. Or was it this one? I think it's this girl. I think it's this girl right here.
Guys pretty much described $100,000 a year automatically puts someone in the top 10% of all earners in the United States. Not just that's women, men, gay men, lesbian women, everything.
God, the quality is awful.
Making $100,000
It's this girl, right? This one right here.
a year, etc.
I was saying, why are you?
Score vendetta.
Okay.
But sex. So I like
Is it this girl?
any type of position. Missionary would have to top it though.
Okay, missionary.
Like, missionary would have to top it.
And then
How do you top missionary?
No, because when your souls collide.
Yeah, exactly.
You
You gotta like
understand?
look me in the eye like, yeah, I'm fucking you.
like that.
I think that's the Riz there. I think that's the Riz that we were looking for. I think that's confirmation. All right, back to the juice. Back to the juice. LA War Room dinner. Sorry, the cage. Thanks for being a good sport. I had to, you know, beat you up a little bit there. Maybe it's in California. Woo, just all in good fun, man. All right, Iggy G is putting eyes on the after party location tonight. From what I've seen, it is fire. Deposit is being put down tomorrow at 6 p.m. After that, price will go up to $100 a ticket. Another shout out to Redacted for buying around, even though he can't attend. We'll toast in your honor. Might even go live to the War Room if I sneak it by Iggy. Oh yeah, sunglasses look so cool. 4 hours at the venue. What can we do with 4 hours? Sure, we'll meet and mingle. Yeah, we'll have a grand meal, but it's 4 hours at the venue. How about we open Pandora's box and take a first look at all the female sexual slavery frames, the spells, the stories behind the spells, how they get cast, amplified, reinforced, and solidified. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, that would make for a brilliant addition to the evening. Come join us in LA on Friday, May 3rd for dinner, then sit for a spell. The price is $75 to go up to $100 after Thursday evening. Guys, where do you get that much value? Come on, $75 for spells? Count me in. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I wonder if it was that drunk girl that kicked him out that wanted him. Oh, yeah, that didn't happen. Bro, how many times have you been on that show? Yes, her missionary girl. Yeah, missionary's fun, right? Missionary's great. Good eye contact, very intimate. Really get to know the person. Iggy's putting down a deposit tonight. After that, it'll get more. After that, it will more to get G's added to the list. Still more room if you can make it out to LA. $100 a seat. Meet the mysterious Iggy in person. Bro, today that'd be like $10,000. Crazy, right? Guys, speak with Iggy and confirm your opinion. Next War Room Summit, Romania. Cigars in the mountains with Dracula. 2 days chill, coffee, talk, and learn. No real girls or clubs. There's one club there we will go to, but nothing special. More of a learning retreat. Or Cyprus. Daytime learning, nighttime crazy party. Tons of girls to approach and grab. Or both. Different vibes. What do you think? Chill with Vlad? Chasing Cooch in Cyprus. So we need lots of cash to come in to cover the expenses of the grease. We'll get as many guys as we can, but we're limited by how much the venues want for giving up space. They know they can price gouge. We're threading needles here, geez. I prefer a lower number of people personally, more intimate. Great idea. Let me just lock it in for 15 guys at 20K a piece. Holy fuck. 20K a piece for what? We're limited by how much the venues want for giving up space. They know they can price gouge. We're threading the needles here. And then when the event planner double books us with the wedding party 20 times larger and refuses to refund our money and has his brother, who's in the police, back his play, what do we do, asshole? How do I, Iggy G, cover the fucking money I've lost us all because you want some fucking intimate meeting? Get the fuck out. Ruthless Iggy's the best kind. We've done 2 of these in America. Fucking piece of cake because we've got eyes on the ground and understand the way of doing business here. Lovely and pleasant to meet and talk with the East Coast War Room Summit. Joshua's got her soul locked. 100% certified from my vantage. Iggy cast a few spells to reinforce all the ones Joshua already had in place. You hearing that, guys? So this Joshua redacted character, I kind of forgot who that was actually. Let me go ahead and Google him again. Or it's not Joshua redacted, Joshua flat rated. Ah, yep, this is him. Remember this guy? Tell me this guy's not in the war room. This guy reeks or war room. Should we leave a funny comment? I don't want to like poke the bear, you know what I mean? Like leaving a comment will just like create issues. Like it'd be funny, it'll be like 5 seconds of humor and potentially major issues. So I'm just gonna leave that alone. Oh, did Cobra Tate respond to us? I closed that already. Oh well. Have you met his girl? Yes, I have. Not only met, but enjoyed talking with her for the better part of half an hour at the East Coast Summit while all the G's were working on an exercise I'd assigned them during the afternoon seminar. My wife and I ran the same exercise with her that the G's were doing. And during that exercise, the dragon and I together wove our spells. Oh my, oh my, oh my. I shall watch and learn for a bit until I get a feel for what's going on. A good AK is pretty damn accurate too. Welcome to the new members of the War Room. I'm down for this. Met you first in LA, shared time with you in Atlanta, now having you assist me in Romania. Receipts, gentlemen. Aaron is all about. Stand and deliver. Aaron. Yep, just a very long message about the war room. Okay. Oh, here's another. Okay, so here's a chat about the Iron Shadows, which we've seen some of their promo videos, right? Nice man bun. Yeah. I don't know if that's War Room approved. Attention, G's! The LA Summit, November 7th to 10th. Iron Shadows. An afternoon of Iron Mind, an evening of spells and shadows. Now, for anyone who needs their memory jogged, what the Iron Shadows is.
This is the Iron Shadows. is the war room of Andrew Tate.
You heard it here. Where's the toast?
Able to generate
To Wudan.
To Wudan.
To Andrew Tate.
To Andrew Tate.
Bro, the first time I saw this, I just stopped in my tracks and I said, hold on a second. What the fuck is going on? These guys are doing something crazy right now. They literally toasted this man. Said his name and everything. He's not even at the table. It's not even his birthday. What, do you get married? No. It's all about Wudan. Crazy, bro. Crazy. All right. So anyway, it's a circle jerk. Yeah. What are those hands doing under the table? The best grass-fed steaks grilled to perfection on an outdoor grill. Fine aged whiskey, Cuban, cigars, swimming pool, living room, yada, 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 yada. The field, the war room HQ in Bucharest, where all the generals sat together with Andrew and Tristan morning night. Prepare prior to the summit in Romania, working out details how to make it unbelievably awesome experience. War room headquarters in Bucharest. And then they're talking about, so the one in Poland. That's the interesting thing, because you remember in my extended lore video with Andrew Tate extended lore, we identified that they had built a bunker in a headquarter in Poland. But of all the material that we've read through, everything that we've seen, we've not seen them mention Poland once. And now we see in this statement the War Room HQ in Bucharest. Now, has the headquarter location changed? Do they refer to headquarters as multiple different locations? Is there a home, a mothership, so to speak? Who knows? Questions. What's amazing is that this group is international, is above the jurisdiction of any one government. It would take a united effort to slow them down. Truly a global group. Truly a global group. Let's continue. We build and activate a mastermind group focusing on making it real, showing our receipts, handling the business, getting stuff done. We certainly delivered. Romania was incredible. Now, the November summit in LA will apply that exact same attitude towards getting a select number of Gs all working together, creating new realities with the materials in the Iron Mind and PhD courses. Topics thoroughly covered will include the elements of the Iron Mind, which is available, crafting the hero's journey, building the supervillain, slaying monsters and facing demons, treasures, plunder, and prizes, the redemption arc, tales of the resurrection, bringing back the boon. Interesting. Living the PhD life, text game, the dating cycle, logistics and first smash, installing spells and sexual magic. It's all about dicknosis. All about dicknosis. The PhD test, star management, webcam, and camming, the arc. Of course, in order to make any and all this possible, we will be going deep into and in training explicitly in Ericksonian hypnosis, covert hypnotic language patterns, neuro-linguistic programming applications specific to CobraTate.com. Bada boom! Screenshot it. Give me that. Give me that. Give me it. Absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. Oh, God, I love being right, guys. Oh, it just feels so great. Oh, it just feels great. I figured it out before anybody. Nobody was even close. Figured it all out. Found the dragons. Oh, spies? Oh, you're doubting the spies now? How dare you doubt my theories? How dare you? How dare you? War Room Summit event. Iron Shadows explicitly trains members in covert hypnotic language patterns. I tried to tell y'all, man. I tried to tell y'all. Nobody wanted to listen. Covert hypnotic language patterns, covert hypnosis. Boom, right there. Black and white, self-report every single time. They don't make it speculative. It's literally written there, black and white. Last 6 lines. Posting that in there, baby. The dragon you found in that one video was insane. It tied the whole video together. Dude, man. I remember I was like, wait, did I just see something in the background? Go back. Is that a fucking dragon? Oh my god. Oh my god, I have to go back. Oh my god. Oh, I was so hyped too. I called all my friends. I was like, bro, you won't believe what I found in this video. Dude. How would you compare Keith Raniere's operation with Iggy's? Which is more sophisticated? Ah, man. Great question, John Call. Great question. Iggy's is way more sophisticated because it's international. There are several different generals that are doing it. And he's teaching other members how to do it too at the same time. And also Keith Raniere, as soon as he got the girl branded, that's when everything fell apart. So he didn't make it. He didn't even make it as far. Do you know what PhG stands for? I think that is any G, because you know that's how they refer to the men in the war room. It's any G who possesses a PhD. So a PhG is a PhD G. That makes sense. All right. Let's see. What was I doing? The dragon, right? I believe it's life is competition. Life is competition. Competition is violence.
Introducing the A3, the newest revolutionary body armor from Armored Republic.
I wonder what would happen if you put explosive react.
Before his arrest. So has it been 2 years since I made that video now? No, it hasn't, right? It hasn't been 2 years. It's only been 1 year. Yeah, it's only been 1 year, right? Have you done a live on Justin painted on Jeans Waller yet? Not even his own mom likes him. No, I haven't done a deep dive on Justin Waller. Man, how much research did I do on Tate before the arrest? So I was in between jobs when I started that first video, and I would say I probably dedicated at least 12 hours a day to researching. At least 12 hours a day to researching. I didn't do anything but try to figure out what the hell was happening. Because I don't know if you heard me explain it, but I've always been very like analytical of my own behavior and very self-aware. And when Andrew Tate first showed up and I was watching him because I thought he was funny. I watched his long form content, namely the Your Mom's House podcast, the first podcast of him I ever watched. And I remember I was like, man, this guy thinks like me. I'm laughing. He's funny. He's talking about all this secret society stuff. He's mysterious. Like, I was like, something's going on. Like, this guy's interesting. He was intriguing me. So I kept watching more and more. And I noticed that my own behavior began to change. Like my own speaking patterns, my mannerisms began to change. I started to mirror him, which is something that I had never experienced in my life. Because the way I explain it is growing up, I'm the youngest of 5 and I grew up around a lot of addiction. So the way that I would internalize the behaviors of other people, I would say I was very influence resistant. Like I always kind of made up my own mind and decided for myself, and I never like assimilated the behaviors and things of other people. I was very resistant to those types of things. So when I started to change and I was aware of it, something was just going off, like alarms were going off in my head, and I was like, I'm like mirroring this guy that I'm watching on the internet, which I've never done before in my life. And I knew something weird was happening. So I was starting to dig into it. Come to find out, we're learning about covert hypnosis techniques, how he shifts things around in your mind without you even knowing it. And also I analyzed how, like when he first started blowing up, when you go on TikTok, there was like hundreds, thousands of copycats, people who were doing all the same shit he was, wearing sunglasses, cigar in the mouth. They're brokies. All these kids are brokies. Like his impact, his influence was so deep on so many levels to so many people, including myself, which I thought was unusual, that I had to start digging more. And I was like, something weird is happening. And here we are. Neuro-linguistic programming, guys. Neuro-linguistic programming. All right, so what was I doing? Oh, yeah.
Active armor on a plate carrier.
He could feel life all around him. This is the beauty of life as a man. We are born valueless, and you either build yourself into a king or you fail. Atop Rudan, Cobra told me, Priest Master Xianhui, how it peaked.
I actually think I didn't notice the dragon at first. What I heard was if it's very subtle, but if you listen very closely, you can hear the dragon. Okay, I'm gonna turn it up. You can hear the dragon.
Master Xianhui, how at peace he felt.
You hear that?
Told me, Priest Master Xianhui, how at peace he felt amongst.
That very subtle is what caught my attention. I don't think I would have ever picked it up if it wasn't for that. And I think the reason why I'm like very attuned to like audio details is because I love music. Like I freestyle and I love I love listening to beats and just hearing like all the intricacies that are within the beat, like all the details and stuff. I'm not like a fucking music nerd. Like I don't know shit about measures, half notes, quarter notes, all that. I just feel the vibe. I ride the wave and I let it take me. But yeah, anyway. Have you watched Cassidy Campbell's video imitating him? I have not, Jenny girl. I have not. I don't think I've even heard of Cassidy Campbell. Wait, is this the dude? Oh, is this the guy who goes out to the grocery store and stuff? Wait. Oh, this guy's actually hilarious. Yeah, I've seen this guy. Oh my god, it's so funny. All right, let me put on like a couple minutes of it or something. I've seen this one, so let's go to like the newer ones, I guess.
Hello, brokies, and welcome to the video. First of all, be sure to like the video before it gets started. Second of all, be sure to follow me on Rumble to watch all of my Predator videos and all of my deleted videos. Be sure to like it. Did you really drive here? Did you really drive this here? Yes. Women should not be driving cars. That's dangerous to society. This is why Western civilization is going down in the pooper. Because women are driving.
She's so uncomfortable, dude.
Cars, they're making decisions. We're all going to die because of women. Excuse me.
Not again.
No. What was funny? Is it because my oil change costs more than your car? Broke.
Wait, can we take a picture with you?
A picture? I don't take pictures with broke peasants.
He sounds like me, little.
Are you a virgin? If one of you is a virgin, I'll take a picture with them. You're not a virgin. Get out of my sight. Who's a virgin? Who's the high value virgin?
Oh my god. Dude, being Andrew Tate for Halloween would have been funny. I don't have the stature though.
Unfazed.
Me as Andrew Tate would have never fit. It just would not have worked.
My head. I don't allow dirty, broke peasants to touch my head. Are you insane? The moment you touch my head, it loses its value. I'm a high value man. I'll break your arm in half. I'm a 4-time world kickboxing champion. That was assault. I'm doing very well.
You shopping for anything in particular?
Particular, yes.
Okay.
So, I need some 6 figures. Broke. You guys look like an extremely happy couple.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
You don't let her drive the car, do you?
No.
Oh, thank God. Women should never make decisions, drive cars, or fly planes.
Oh.
She agrees. Gee, women driving cars. Women should not be driving cars. Why would a woman ever be behind the steering wheel? That's your fate. That's your life on the line. You're going to let your life be on the line to a woman? Somebody who thinks off and drives off of emotion. Let a real man drive the car. Not a female. Excuse me, man.
Everyone ran away. Everyone dipped out. He literally had Sneeko smoking cigars and put in the rabbit hole in the Matrix. Yeah, he had Sneeko by the balls, dude. He got down the cadence of Andrew. Yep. Yep. He's got it, man. It's funny as hell. Oh, wait, guys, it keeps going? Oh no, it's just a continuation of. Here we go. They're brokies. All with exquisite attention to tailoring the information to each participant's specific life situations. We're revving up the engine called War Room Summit and shifting it into high gear for this time together for a fast-paced, pedal to the metal, fun meter at red line, sparks off the guardrail journey into my world of transformations and transformations. We currently have 8 openings left. Jonathan can bring you in. Andrew has kindly offered a 20% discount on any courses necessary to meet the requirements for this summit. In addition, the LA Summit price includes a private IG photo video session with the brothers' money during your stay at the LA Mansion. So you'll want to be sure to take advantage of the amazing venue and bring a few changes of outfits. The Spirit of the Dragon will be in attendance and can consult ahead of time on looks for you to consider for your photo shoots. Greatly looking forward to this focused, more intimidating setting for all you G's looking to make things even more real than you could even possibly begin to imagine. This is what I've been waiting for since joining the War Room in January. This chance, this opportunity to share, to pass on to the next generation the knowledge and secrets I've gained over a lifetime of traveling the world in search of mysteries. Have a seat, close your eyes, sit for a spell as we all spin Tales of Old Wudan. Wow. Massive, Mr. Iggy. A few things of note. The Spirit of the Dragon will be in attendance. Now, I didn't really drive it home all that much. Now, let me go back. Reach out to Eli for the real juice. Someone else had recommended that I do that. Yeah. I need to screenshot something here. The Spirit of the Dragon will consult ahead of times for looks for you to consider for your photo shoots. All right, there's one more. There was that one where they were talking about man, that's the thing. Trying to like double back and find I want to find that chat log where he's talking about how him and his wife were weaving spells on somebody. I want that one specifically. Have you ever watched John Zerka's pickup game? It's insane how manipulative he is and how well it works for him. He definitely uses similar tactics as Tate, but ramped up. I haven't seen anything, but I've heard him talk about it. He's definitely knowledgeable on it. Is that where all of the Tate interested people have ended up? Like the people who are like, oh, I want to learn how to manipulate women. Oh shit. I mean, I don't want to be that bad. Is that where they have all ended up now? I think this is it. Man. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I do this to myself? Zerka breaks it down as hot and cold dismissive manipulation. Kind of like push and pull. Like, what's a good example of push and pull? Tell her she's hot. And then you point out how there's her fingernails are busted. I don't know. Look for the GIF. It's the next screenshot. You know what I'm looking for, right, John? Where he's talking about how him and his wife were weaving spells or whatever. Yeah, on Joshua, yeah. Was it this one? This GIF? It's not this one. We already did that one. Andrew saying get out. Yep, yep, yep. We're here. We are here, John. And there it is. Ba 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 boom. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Proof that Iggy's bottom bitch, Spirit of the Dragon, plays an active role in the war room as a spellcaster and consultant. Let's go. Pretty major revelations we've got here today. Massive, massive, massive. Whew. What a doozy today has been, man. On that note, what is this? Okay. Yeah, on that note, I think it's time for me to sign off. Continue my training. Go outside, do a little jump rope. But tonight's been a doozy, man. John, appreciate you. Jenny girl, thanks for stopping by as always. None, great questions, great breakdowns. It's been wonderful. It's been a good time. Chilled Spaceman, if you're here, thank you very much. The Cage, if I knocked you a little too hard, man, sorry about that. But hope to see you guys tomorrow. We'll be back for more digging into Iggy. Digging on Iggy? Yeah, I like it. It rhymes. It rhymes. But all right, hope everyone has a good night. Take care.